Good morning, y'all. This is a message for the parents. Don't let nobody make you feel no type of way about how you want to raise your children, okay? See, people look at me crazy when I be like, oh, my children don't do this, my children don't do that, my children don't do this, my children don't do that, right? Yeah, because growing up, Jaden was molested, okay? Jaden was not treated right, okay, by adults, okay? Like, so many things happened to Jaden as a child that now that I'm an adult, and if I see a pattern on somebody that ain't right towards children, you show can't be around my children. But I'm also not about to let you just be mishandling anybody else's child either. So y'all, stand on business about your boundaries and what you set in place for your children, because at the end of the day, you the one that got to deal with your children, okay? You the one that's gonna have to be helping them heal and helping them get through their traumas and stuff. You the one that have to do that. So stand firm on your boundaries. Don't let nobody make you feel no type of way about it. Know that you a servant of God, and know that you work for God, and know that you need to have the fear of the Lord. So know that you need to be taking care of them children to the best of your ability and protecting them to the best of your ability, period. Your responsibility is only to answer to God. You don't answer to nobody else about how you taking care of your children. You know, especially if you feeding them, they fed, they good and fed, right? They got their clothes and all that stuff. They got their roof over their head. They got necessities, right? So, you know, and you get them necessities for them. Baby, don't let nobody tell you how you need to be raising your children. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, uncle, cousin. If they not Jesus, they don't need to be telling you how to raise your children, okay? So, that's the message for today, y'all. And let me be very clear. So this stuff goes very, very, very deep, okay? Like, things are very deep. They are that deep. They are spiritual. Everything is spiritual first, okay? Then it manifests into the physical, okay? Spiritual realm, physical realm, okay? And Jaden ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. So if you think anything that's coming out my mouth is a lie, I suggest you go pray and ask the Lord yourself. And I also suggest that you go look it up yourself. Like, research is free, okay? And don't just believe the first thing you see on the internet. And for sure, don't believe Google when it comes to the Bible, okay? This is what I wanted to be clear about. Although you can be protective and very intentional and very cautious when it comes to your children, right? If you have a generational curse on your bloodline, you can try your hardest to stop anything, make sure your children go in the right path, blah, blah, blah. If you have a generational curse that you have not broken off your bloodline, it can still happen to your children. If they are within the law of the 3rd and 4th generation, if they are within that law, or if they're within that law of the 3rd and 4th generation, it can still apply to your children. Ask me how I know, okay? The very last time that I was molested was when I was 17 years old, and I was in Costa Rica with my family. My auntie was getting married, and I was in a room with my mom. It was just me and my mom that went, like, out of our immediate family, just me and my mom. And I was in a room with my mom, and literally a man came into our hotel room while we were sleeping and touched my private parts. I'm 17 years old, Costa Rica. So it don't matter. And my mom was right there. My mom was right there sleeping right next to me. And I had to wake her up to get her to understand, like, what just happened, what's going on. So it really don't matter. And if y'all want a story time on that, we could do a story time. But it really doesn't matter when you just do all the physical implications. You have to apply the spiritual, y'all. That's what I want y'all to understand, that you're going to have to go through breaking the generational curses off your bloodline, or the cycle is going to continue. And whatever you don't break, whatever you don't defeat, your children is going to have to battle it. And I know for a fact, I didn't want my children battling molestation. There's a molestation there was a molestation generational curse on my bloodline, because I can list multiple people in my family from multiple generations who have been molested or raped. Okay, so I just want y'all to understand. If y'all got questions, because I'm about to end this video, if y'all got questions, y'all need to ask me, because I don't know what y'all want me to elaborate on. But yeah, y'all just take this knowledge and pray on it, and yeah, research and add to what you know, so you can move accordingly, because when you know better, you do better. So I just want y'all to be aware and warned, because who wants their children being molested? And that's just one generational curse. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants their children being molested or raped? That's just one generational curse. You breaking that off your bloodline, and then you praying in the spiritual, repenting on behalf of your forefathers and breaking that off of your bloodline and stuff is what you need to get the thing kicking and running. But remember, faith without works is dead. So now you got to be cautious in the spirit, in the physical realm. You got to be cautious and make sure, now that man is a predator. My children can't go around him. My children can't be friends with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So that's it, y'all. Bye.